in the ruck contest, and Oakley gets it down, big thump towards Bradley. Coming through the middle, McNamara got the first effective kick of the third term around the corner towards centre wing, and it runs away from Savali Armstrong, Adam Wells and Dan O'Connor, and we'll have a boundary throw in right on centre wing on the outer side.
It's interesting, Lou McAuliffe, they've actually put on to Nick Maharis out of the back half, Laurie. I don't know about that.
No, that's right. They have to put someone there.
So a boundary throw in, Oakley and Wells. Wells gets it down to the side of the pack. Highland breaks free. Right foot kick towards centre half forward. Yates on the right side. Forbes from a long way behind. Hold. And against Bell Post Hill going to Thompson. And it's going to Andrew Yates.
So they put the ruckman young Tar onto Yates. And I suppose that exemplifies the lack of talls on the Bell Post Hill side.
Yes, well, it's shown up a bit today, hasn't it? And I mean, you wouldn't call Thompson over tall either, but they've just stretched him a bit today.
So Andrew Yates,
he'll give this a ride.
Will kick from 45 metres out from goal, directly in front, comes in, and I think he sprayed it, hasn't made the distance. And Luke
pushing the back. I thought he pushed his opponent out there.
He did push his opponent out, and Bell Post Hill will break free through Bartolo, but Yates comes across at half forward and takes the mark, gives it away to Oakley. And he goes with the right foot kick, back to whence it came, deep into the pocket. Forbes again, a little bit of a push, did well to kick around the corner towards the goal, and he's missed on this occasion. Through for one behind, so 4 goals to his personal tally. And Thompson go to 14-8-92. They lead Bell Post Hill 2-4-16. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 2 minutes played.
Almost an impossible shot, but didn't miss by much, Laurie, actually.
No, he's been a handy player up there, and it gives them a little bit more strength around the goals with Hood up there as well, and we've seen him play some good games this year.
So Adam Wells whistled to kick the ball in, looks for Marinovic on half-back flank, and he takes the mark for Bell Post Hill. Decides to kick long toward the wind. Wind holding that up, ready-made for Dean Oakley. He's got Troy Feldman, who has made a bit of space. He kicks it inboard. And I think Christian Highland must have a bit of a disease today. There's no one got anywhere near him, and he's just absolutely having a ball. So Highland there, 65 metres from goal, decides to kick the ball across the ground, looking for, I think Timmy Gardner's out there, can't take the mark, comes to the back of the pack. Weight of numbers there, well, looked good for Bell Post Hill, but Wells can't pick the footy up, unfortunately. Now the umpire said he was held without it, and Adam Wells has the free kick for Bell Post Hill. Chips the ball towards centre wing. Was all Bell Post Hill for a moment, but ball comes to ground. Good pick up and handball there by McNamara, the coach. Finally a kick as Matt Furman on centre wing takes the mark. Comes round on the trusted left foot. The lead has come from Roberts. Off hands at full forward comes to Dyer. And Dyer kicks it into the one-on-one. There's only 2 players up there. And it's Connolly and Aitchison. Now Dyer follows up. Oh, can't handle a footy. A goal's gone begging there for Bell Post Hill because Stewie Dyer, front of the pack, no competition, couldn't pick the footy up over the line out of bounds. So it's 25 metres from the behind post as the umpire waits the ball to be recovered. 3.5 minutes into this all-important third quarter. As the umpire puts the ball in the air once again. Tap forward, it comes from Forbes on this occasion, picked up by Feldman. Good work, doesn't get into danger of kicking it out in the full by handballing it along the ground, but gains a few yards and the ball out of bounds in front of the social club here at Thompson.
So boundary throw in for Oakley and also Roberts through the ruck work. Roberts gets it down to Bartolo. Goes long towards full forward on a long lead. Connolly against Aitchison. Aitchison holds his ground. Connolly's there. Handball back to Bartolo, who followed up, runs across 50. Goes with a right foot kick towards a vacant square. McNamara runs back and kicks the goal for Bell Post Hill. So the first for the third term. Dave McNamara's first of the afternoon. They go to 3-4-22. Bell Post Hill. No trial Thompson 14-8-92. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 4.5 minutes played.
A couple of all-important half-time scores. Werribee Central's 9 goals, 6. Still trail Inverleigh 10 goals, 9. And the close ones at Osborne Park. North Geelong 7-4, trail Bannockburn 7-8.
Ooh. Told you we should have gone there, Laurie.
Oh, we're there a couple of weeks ago.
Well, that was a good goal, Laurie, into the breeze for Bell Post Hill, and an all-important start for this quarter.
Well, very important to America. I mean, we keep harping on this, but I mean, the final's only a couple of weeks away, and you've got to show you've got a little bit under the bonnet, and if they can fight their way back and idea if they could win from here, but if they can make a decent game of it, it'll be a great effort from their side.
So the ball in the air once again. Oakley, lovely tap down once again. Feldman picks the footy up. Almost eluded the tackle, gets a handball to Highland. Highland to Riley, who's running through the middle. He kicks it to the lead at full forward. Well, I'd have always paid that as a mark. I don't know what Troy Feldman's done. Well, I think the umpire's put the whistle away here because the ball is now... that was out of bounds from my viewing, but the boundary umpire didn't give it. The ball is still in play, picked up by Wells of Belpastil, intercepted by Highland. Handball missed its mark on that occasion. Sean Wells went to pick the footy up and finally gets a handball to Bartolo. He handballs looking for the coach, but it's all Thompson there as Troy Feldman picks the footy up, kicks it towards half forward. Going the big fly with Simmons, can't take the mark. Comes to Nick Maharis on the left foot from 35, has a pot shot at goal, but he is offline. So behind to Nick Maharis. He takes the Thompson score to 14-9-93. They lead Belpastil 3-4-22. Lex to Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 6.5 minutes gone.
So Adam Wells from fullback again for Belpastil. Not much. Goes short towards Backley, and it's okay. Squeezed it 45 metres out from goal. Took the mark. Goes straight down the middle, looking for Roberts. Forbes against him, off hands. Getting back there was Feldman as well. Kick off the ground by Roberts was good. Vacant half forward flank. Dyer to run onto it, and Roberts coming out also. Baxter. Dyer meets it and greets it. Goes with the right foot now, 30 metres out from goal. I think he's kicked it. That's a pretty good kick around the corner from Stewie Dyer.
That's a very good kick.
And he's put it through for his first. And the fourth of Belpastil. They go to 4-4-28. They trail Thompson 14-8-92. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 7 minutes played.
Well, off the boot, it looked like anything but a goal, Laurie, didn't it?
Yeah, well, as it turned out, it was a great shot from out on that side there, Rick. But I was just going to say, he's a guy that probably had a pretty quiet first half, and if he can work his way into the game, because he's a quality player, and he's just been shut out of the game for too long.
Yes, it's surprising how good a job Roberts has done back there. We thought it was a mismatch, but Dyer, until then, really hadn't been in the game at all. So the umpire back in the middle, once again, to commence proceedings with Dean Oakley and Sean Wells, the combatants. Oh, Oakley, lovely tap down. This time rove by Backley, however. Picked up by Christian Highland, tackled high. Umpire on the blind side, didn't see that, and will come in and... put the ball in the air. Little tap on the shoulder to Christian Highland. As the umpire now, slightly forward of centre for Belpastil, puts it in the air. Oakley down to Highland. Highland tackle without the footy. Play on to the umpire. Highland again gets the footy, and I thought he was going to ping him for holding the ball for a second. Then the way the arms went, but no chance for Christian Highland. He's done well today. Where the ball's been, he's been.
He certainly has.
And possession's totting up for him as Oakley taps it down once again. Or Timmy Gardner crashes through the pack there, crashes through the tackle of Stewie Dyer and kicks the ball towards the centre wing. And if Laurie can jump out of the commentary box, we'll get a possession on the centre wing for the Thompson side. So the boundary umpire about to put the ball back into play. Big pack of players at the foot of the ball. Dean Oakley, big punch forward. He's going 30 metres for Thompson as he's punched it to the boundary line, but much closer toward the Thompson goal. Thompson yet to score a goal in this all-important third quarter, kicking with the breeze as the ball comes in front of the club rooms. Yates gets a tap down. Simmons tackled, doesn't get clear. Over the head there of Mitchell, attacking the footy there. Christian Highland again. He's got about 4 people trying to tackle him, but he's still able to get the footy, get the hands free, and get the ball clear as it's now forced over the boundary line. And who was the player nearest to the football? Christian Highland. So he's really...
Silly been in under today.
Certainly that. As the ball now comes in once again, Yates gets a tap backwards for Belpastil as Wells picks it up. Dyer picks it up, unable to get clear, picked up by Highland. Just kicks it forward wildly for Thompson. All Belpastil back there. One player for Thompson, and he's got the footy. So it just weaved its way through the pack. Troy Feldman, weight of numbers caused him not to have the footy, and now as a player held without the ball, pushed, and it's going to Belpastil. Looks a bit like Backley back there with the footy, with Yates on the mark. So Josh Backley for the Belfast Hill side on half-back flank. Been given the free kick. He's taking a long time. Now decides to kick long. Up into the bruise. Ready-made for Nick Maharis, I'd suggest, in front of the pack. And has taken the mark. Has also got the cramp. So Lee McAuliffe stands the mark for Belfast Hill. Hands the footy back to Nick Maharis. And the cramp might have hopefully recovered sufficiently. Oh, it's not too good. He's got to kick it on the left foot. I tell you what, he's put it up in the bruise. Kicked it long to full forward. From behind, Luke Forbes can't take the mark. Ball comes to ground, picked up by Troy Maharis. Well, if Josh Backley got a free kick for pushing the back before, I thought that was pretty comfortably Troy Maharis pushing the back, but not seen that way by the umpire. And the ball is adjudicated to be out of bounds. Forward pocket for Thompson, kicking to the eastern end. Over the top of the pack, Timmy Gardner. Eludes a couple of tackles, gets a hand. Well, the umpire didn't give him the opportunity to get the handball. He said he had ample opportunity and has pinged him for holding the ball. So Ditchburn takes the free kick, cross the face of goal. Dangerous play for Belfast Hill. Bradley picks it up. Good interception, picked up by Martin Hanley, high in the air. The only player to keep his eye on the ball was Wells. Well, I don't know which way the umpire was pointing, but the free kick went to Belfast Hill. Oh, it's fallen very well for Dyer. He runs into an open goal. He's hooked it across the body. Across the face of goal, Aitchison for Thompson in defence. He's cleared the danger area with a very well-weighted kick, landed just inside the boundary, 55 metres from goal, and just drifted over the line. So the ball safely out of play for the Thompson defence once again. 12 minutes gone, third quarter, 14-9 Thompson, lead Belfast Hill 4-4.
Boundary throw in, Wells in front. Oakley from behind takes it from the ruck contest, gives it away to Highland, off a step towards centre wing. Gardner against Martin Hanley, got it away by Fist, but only as far as O'Connor, who breaks free. Goes with the right foot, kick towards the lead of Troy Feldman. Can't take the mark. His second effort was sensational. Gets around a couple, then goes to the right foot, kick across half forward towards Mitchell. Have to stand his ground. Can he take the mark? No, he can't. Off hands. Gardner's there again. Handball to Riley. Finish it off the defender. Goes in, misses.
Just missed
to the near side. Through for one behind. 1 goal, 1 his personal tally this afternoon. And they go to 14-10-94, Thompson. And they they lead Belfast Hill 4-4-28. Lex the Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes played.
It was a bit of a shame Noel didn't finish off with a goal there, because it was good running to get down into that position to receive that little give for the handball and side up a bit of a goal. It just shows the running ability they've got today.
So Adam Wells again from fullback for the Panthers.
Half-time score at Richmond Crescent, East Geelong, 1 goal, 7, Trail Corio, 8 goals, 2.
Kick in, finds Backley again, still inside defensive 50, straight down the middle. Looking for Furman against Nick Maharis, and also Oakley against Noel Riley also, his direct opponent. Chips it towards Sabali Armstrong over his head. And out of bounds. About 45 metres around from the Thompson goal. So we'll have a boundary throw in. There'll be Yates up against Martin. Yates gets it down, only as far as Fursland, runs through, handball away to nobody in particular. Hood got a shepherd from Highland, then slips over, gets around again, no, right foot back towards centre half forward. Fantastic vision to Troy Feldman. He'll shoot for goal from 50 out directly in front.
He did well to regain his balance and composure, Hood, didn't he there?
Yeah, look, I think he's a quality player, Eric. He seems to know where to go to get a kick, and I've seen him play better than he's played today, but he's going to be a very handy player come finals time for the Thompson side out at St Albans.
So Troy Feldman, who's kicked 4 goals 2 this afternoon, comes in and has kicked 5 goals 2, straight through the middle from the assistant coach of the Thompson side. And the 15th for Thompson. They go to 15-10-100. They lead Belfast Hill 4-4-28. Lex the Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 14.5 minutes played.
They really needed another goal or two, Thompson, to regain the momentum, Laurie, didn't they? Really, since half-time, it's been all Belfast Hill, although they haven't hurt them on the scoreboard, only kicking 2 goals.
That's correct, Eric. Look, it'd be a shame due to they've played so well for a half just to drop off, which you can quite easily do, and, we've got to give Belfast Hill some sort of a chance to fight their way back into the game, but they're a couple of, they've answered probably their forward thrust and suggested that there's still a lot of footy left in this game yet.
Interesting move. I just see they've taken Luke Forbes off the ground and put Dale Menzies on, and I guess for Forbes' sake, that's probably a very good move. He got through a 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think he's 100%?
Oh, I wouldn't imagine so, and he's certainly not match condition, but he's been out there from the ball up in the middle. It's once again Oakley gets the tap down, but terrific smothering in the middle. Has seen the ball for Thompson on the half-forward flank, although it was into the arms of Sean Simmons. He's kicked to half-forward, intercepted by Nick Maharis. He kicked it high, wide and handsome to centre-half forward for Thompson. The ball is at ground level. Bradley attacks the foot. He does well. Hooks it on the left foot towards the full forward position. But it's a downfield free kick, I'd suggest.
Troy Feldman.
Bradley put down after he kicked the footy, and the ball is been given to Troy Maharis, 20 metres out, fairly acute angle on the wrong side of the ground for a left footer, but we saw him kick one from the boundary over there in the first quarter, so much closer to goal as he moves in there. Troy Maharis keeps it low. I think he might have, the goal umpire's gone a long way across and has missed. So it was a difficult shot, but was kickable, I guess, for fellas of Maharis' ability. 15 goals, 11-101 Thompson. They lead Belpo still 4-4-28. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 16.5 minutes gone.
So Wells to kick the ball in once again.
It's hard to understand why they're persisting with that, Laurie.
No, I don't know. I'm giving him a stat every time he kicks it in too. He's racking them up.
So, well, he's at 11, or about 9, I think he's kicked in. Goes to outside 50. Big pack develops front and centre was Menzies. Handballed it away towards O'Connor. Urquhart, though, had chopped it off and sees it over the boundary line for a throw-in. Still in Thompson's attacking zone. Only about 30 metres around from their goal.
They're just, the forwards are so hell-bent on keeping the footy in the forward half, Laurie. That's where Thompson have improved today.
Oh, yeah, they certainly have. There's no doubt about that. I just wonder who's running with Dean Oakley. They've picked him up now.
So from the boundary throw-in, McNamara on the ground, trying to get it away. Pack develops around him. Menzies is there as well. Fresh air shot from him. Falls towards Adam Wells. Handballs it away to White. Goes back on the right foot towards the middle of the ground. Running back with a flight of the ball, McAuliffe. Knocked off it by Nick Maharis. Handball to Mitchell was fantastic. He runs towards half forward, chips the ball to Savali Armstrong. Oh, thought about playing on, called to play on now. Oh, he kicked the goal. 50 metres out from goal. Oh, look at the distance, no worries. He's just missed through for one behind. 1 goal to his tally this afternoon. 15-12, 102. Thompson. They lead Belpo still 4-4-28. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 18 minutes played.
He gave his opponent the slip there, Laurie, and off one step he's kicked at 55. Yep. Just missed. So Adam Wells once again about to kick the footy. Another stat. Decides to go to the outer side, keeps it low. The lead out there came from Backley and has taken the mark just ahead of Timmy Gardner. Decides to play on there, kicks it into the bruise, holding the footy up, and in the way there is Yates of Thompson, who's drifted up toward the wing, chips it inboard. Terrible kick to absolutely nobody, picked up by Wells. Decides to go wide, has Sean Wells out there, brother. So brother to brother, and Sean Wells on centre wing. Slightly on the defence side, kicks it on the left foot towards half forward. Oh, good roving on that occasion by Urquhart. Can't get clear to have a kick, kicks it off the ground, back toward the corridor. Now it's a foot race. Hood does well for Thompson, goes without the footy however, and kicking along the ground, it's straight into the arms there of Sean Simmons. Can't get rid of the footy. Norkin Roberts and Thompson in defence doing well now as Roberts sees Maharis out wide. Another handball to O'Connor. Does well, handball over the top to Riley. He'll have to get rid of it quickly. He just does. Picked up by Timmy Gardner. Weaves his way around 3 players. Gets a handball toward Mitchell. Mitchell picks it up. Handball back inboard to Riley. Well, they've put a bit of pressure on Belpo still here, and they've turned it over because picked up by Adam Wells. Kicks it long to half forward, and a one-on-one there. The whistle has gone. The whistle has gone. The free kick has gone to Baxter, the defender, and a good contest there. Goes across the ground. You've got Bradley on his own. And Dyer, well, when you're in defence, you need to play a bit tighter than that. Well, terrible effort there from Bradley. The kick is smothered by Dyer. Hooks it around the body on the right foot. Aitchison, terrific work ahead of Simon Connolly. Can't take the mark. Connolly picks up the crumb. Hooks it around the body, looking for Adam Wells, running through half forward. But again, the Thompson defence, they've worked hard in there. O'Connor can't get the footy up. Picked up there by Wells. Kick smothered by Hood. And Hood underneath the pack there, picked up by Simon Connolly, absolutely nowhere to go, and the umpire had no hesitation in putting the whistle to mouth. And at centre half forward for Belpost Hill, the ball will be put in the air, and certainly a better performance by Belpost Hill in the contest in this quarter.
Oh, certainly more intensity around the ball anyhow. They're having a dip.
So at the 20-minute mark of the third quarter, the umpire puts the ball in the air. Dean Oakley with the left hand punches it clear. McNamara can't get clear. Dean Oakley pushed through the pack there. Ball comes to ground. Aitchison can't pick it up but kicks it off the ground out of the danger area. Foot race. Aitchison follows up, and he and Simmons get to the footy at about the same time, and between them force it over the boundary line. In front of the Social Club here at Godfrey Street, the ball will be brought back into play. Gee, there must be 20 players at the drop of the footy for this ball in. Dean Oakley high over the pack, gets the ball down, punched forward by Furman. Marcus Forbes punches it into the arms of Riley. Wild handball to nobody in particular. Mitchell gets to the footy first. Can he pick it up? He can. The boundary umpire suggested that it was over, and the ball about to come back in from the boundary umpire. Bit of feeling amongst one or two players there as the ball comes in. Timmy Gardner does the ruck work, has a second go, but he's helped out by Nick Maharis. Running onto the footy is Hood. Can't get the footy. White tries to punch it along the ground. Dean Oakley held without the footy. Play on, said the umpire. He's singing out to the players to knock it out, but it's under about 3 of them, so there's no way it could get out of there. And in front of our broadcast position, the umpire will put the ball into the air once again. So again, a lot of players around the footy as the umpire puts it in the air. Dean Oakley, clear tap forward for Thompson, comes into the arms there of Furman, looking for Wells by hand. He's hotly pursued by O'Connor, comes to Backley. Backley, a handball through the middle to Furman, turns on the left foot, nice looking kick, looking for his teammate there, can't quite take the mark. Dyer threw it across to McNamara. McNamara bumped instead of being pushed, but finally the ball comes clear, and it's into the arms of Hood of Thompson. Kicks along to half forward, contest out there, numbers with Belpost Hill, comes to ground. White left it for his teammate there. Finally the ball, the third handball comes out to White on centre wing. He's being pursued there by Savali Armstrong. Dislodges the footy, picked up by Yates. Handball backwards to Bradley, and now Thompson in possession once again. Kick it forward. Well, the call was from Dale Menzies to Timmy Gardner to leave it. Unfortunately, there was a Belpost Hill player in Hanley there who decided to punch the footy over the boundary line out of bounds. 22 and a half minutes gone. Third quarter. Thompson 15-12, leave Belpost Hill 4-4.
From the ruck contest, Oakley got it down to the front of the pack. Bradley on hands and knees, handball back towards Highland. Left foot kick to half forward. Menzies off his hands. Martin Hanley at the back. Keeps it in front of him. Under pressure from Troy Maharis. Gets the kick away towards Sean Simmons. Gets around Armstrong. Works away from Troy Maharis. Runs through centre half back towards the middle. Lead on. Furman over his head. And also there was Roberts. Highland against him. Roberts did well. Handballed it away to Backley on centre wing. Kick around the corner. Bradley chops it off. Got a high tackle. Should get a free kick. And will do so just on the defensive side of centre wing. On the outer side. Bradley, terrible kick off the boot, but lacks of fortune, falls in the arms of Brent Hood, takes the mark, plays on now, right foot kick or high kick, sets it up, and Troy Feldman comes out, off the hands at the back of the pack. Martin Hanley, handball towards White, or trips over at the crucial stage, loses the football, turnover. Gardner, kick around the corner, has missed, and through for another behind.
It's Savali Armstrong standing in the goal square.
1 goal, 2 to Tim Gardner, 15-13, 103 Thompson. They lead Belpost Hill 4-4-28. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
So Adam Wells once again to kick in for Belpost Hill. Just to mention on the umpires, Laurie, the guy that's prepared to put his head down and get the footy, the umpires at least are giving us some protection.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's the way it should be too.
Agreed. Ball kicked in at 50. Big punch forward by Yates. It's ended up in the arms of Troy Maharis. Handball to Christian Highland. Off a step. He's had a pot shot from 40 and missed to the left. So they're peppering the goals, the Thompson side, but not able to timber very much in this. 14-104. They lead Belpost Hill 4-4-28. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. Almost 25 minutes gone.
You know who to kick it in?
Yep.
Wells. Called to play on now, straight down the middle, looking for Backley. Feldman over the back, goes up. Troy Feldman had his name written on it for a week.
He might kick it from the square.
Kicked 5 goals too so far this afternoon, Troy Feldman. So
when you're hot, why not have a go, Loz?
Well, that's right.
And they've kicked 1 goal 7, so he's passed it. And a pretty good pass too to Tim Gardner, who was hiding in the forward pocket, if anybody can hide there. And he hid there for a while. Troy Feldman hit him on the chest and will line up for goal from 25 metres out. He's kicked 1 goal 2 this afternoon, Tim Gardner. He comes in now for Thompson's 16th. Comes in.
He likes it.
He just done the Barry O'Toole.
He likes it.
Clapped straight away. Kicked his second. The 16th for Thompson. 16-13, 109. They lead Bellpost Hill 4-4-28. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. And we've been playing 26 minutes.
Well, we like it like that. As soon as if they're not pulling the wool over our eyes, no, give us a thumbs up. We can call it pretty smartly. And he knew straight away as soon as I lifted the boot that it was a goal. Look, I just think this quarter Bellpost Hill have had a bit of a go. They put a bit of pressure on Thompson and forced them wider than they probably were in the second quarter. They were using the corridor just about every time they went forward in the second quarter. This time they've been forced around the boundary line a little bit, and that's good play from the Bellpost Hill side. Thompson controlling the game though. They're just crowding the forward line a little bit too much. It's a handy effort though all the same.
So the ball back in the middle. I think it might be 16-14, but I won't dispute the scorers. As by Tatnall in the middle once again. Dean Oakley and a fine job in the ruck. Goes up, gets a tap down only as far as Bartolo for Bellpost Hill. However, he kicks it into the forward half. A foot race here. Nick Mahara showed a bit of speed there. I think he kept with Stewie Dyer, so that's a side of Nick Maharis we haven't seen too often. That much pace. That's why he's playing on the wing, Laurie, I suppose. Thompson know more than we do.
That's right.
So does well. They get the ball out of bounds in front of the Social Club. Half forward flank for Bellpost Hill, kicking to the western end. Ball comes in. Oakley and Wells get the ball to ground. Picked up there by Hood. Can't really blocked into the corner there and forced over the boundary line. So the boundary umpire will have a repeat performance. Hood appears to be running on the ball, Laurie, and that's an interesting move.
Yeah, we haven't seen him do much roving, have we, really?
So Dean Oakley gets a tap over the top to O'Connor, grabs the footy ahead there of Wells, does well, follows up, but Wells just through persistence and good body work, tries to kick the ball off the ground. Riley there for Thompson. Oh, he's pushed off the footy. Stacks on the mill. Gee whiz, Hood absolutely just handily ripped it out of his arms there, and the ball, in the meantime the umpire's blowing the whistles out from the Bellpost dead in front, as the umpire put the ball in the air. So apart from about 8 or 10 players, every other player is at that ball up. The ball comes down, kicked high in the air. It's going to land in the goal square. No, I think the Thompson bloke might have... No, the umpire, Matty Furman, came down with the footy, but the umpire said it was a line ball. So in the goal square, umpire Tatnall will put the ball in the air, and that's a pretty good decision. They both had a bit of it. The ball goes up. Holiday taps it down. Gee whiz, they can't get any more players in that goal square. It's absolutely chock-a-block with players. And Thompson hell-bent on not allowing Bellpost Hill to score. They've gained about 2 metres, and umpire Tatnall will put it in the air once again. So, big pack of players there. Timmy Gardner, well, he didn't get touched on the footy. It's Roberts. He tries to handball it somewhere, but Christian Highland or Baxter, I think it might have been, forced the ball another 5 metres away from the goal for Thompson. So the ball will be thrown in over the boundary now, 25 metres from the behind post. Thompson at the 29-minute mark of the third quarter, defending grimly here. As the ball comes in, Holiday gets the tap down for Bellpost Hill. It's under a pack of players. The man underneath, funnily enough, is Timmy Gardner. And not too good when he's not on his feet, Laurie. He couldn't get out there.
No, he can't run around anyone when he's not standing up.
On the hands and knees, and couldn't get out. So umpire Tatnall puts it in the air again.
Ooh.
So high flyer there. Finally, Timmy Gardner over to Baxter, across the face of goal. Baxter coming towards centre wing. Good contest there, Maharis and Wells. Ball Dyer dropped the footy, cold. Now it comes out by hand to McAuliffe. Does well, eludes a tackle. Gets it to Adam Wells off a step. He's had a pot shot from 30 metres out and has kicked a much needed goal for the Bellpost Hill side. It's Wells first. It is the 5th for the day for Bellpost Hill. 5-4-34. They trail Thompson 16-14, 110. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 30 minutes gone.
Yeah, it was a nice goal. That it was well executed, wasn't he? He got onto it nicely, drilled it straight through the middle. He's a pretty handy player.
Yes, he's sort of...
Well, he kicks in well. He's had enough practice.
Well, he's had 11 kicks this quarter. How many points they kicked this quarter?
11.
7.
So back to the middle. Oakley up against Sean Wells. Oakley gets it down towards centre wing. Urquhart and Hood. Hood does well. Leaves the ball for Bradley. Can't quite pick it up though. Pack develops on centre wing. The umpire will come in and ball it up. As the siren sounds, he won't ball it up. And it's 3/4 time. And Thompson, 16-14, 110. Lead Bell Post till 5, 4:34 in that third term.